Hey, what's going on? Well, I'm Phil with the Garage Club of Durand. We're a tight, kind of a neighborhood between three of the families over here. And, you know, we party together, we help each other, family first, you know, and friends, and we all consider ourselves family. After a little while, it's just really nice to have great neighbors. We help each other do different things, make different things. So last night I had a wrestling tournament for my son, and Adam and Jeff jumped on onto Jeff's Jeep, putting a lift kit on it. So I stopped over to see how they were doing late last night, said hi. So now I'm coming over here to Adams, and we'll see how it is going. We'll jump on this, I'll jump in and help out, and you know, we'll bring you guys along on some of the things we do. We here they got the music going, and yeah, made this sign for Adam. It's a Garage Club. His idea for the name, since we're always over here partying, having a good time. Had to watch for some ice, and we'll go see what they're doing. All right. Here the guys are. They're all in deep. Oh, and Daisy. Here's Daisy. Here we got Adam. He's digging deep, and Jeff, well, he's just holding on to a wrench.
Supervising. He's doing good.
Looks like you guys have done a lot since I couldn't help out last night. Look at that. Brand new shock. Went with the rough country. 4-inch lift, is that what it is, Jeff?
Yeah.
Cool. So now you guys were up to what, 4 a.m.?
Roughly, yeah. Too late.
Too late?
Didn't do any good for ourselves.
Yeah. I know I went to bed at 2 after seeing you guys for just a few minutes, and yeah, long nights don't work. Back up early, getting up in it. We got Daisy over there, the garage dog. We got Cooper too, but he hasn't met her yet.
I'll have to make that happen soon. Hopefully he don't lick my ears like you do, Daisy.
He'll lick you to death though.
Alright, Jeff, I need a little back at you. Okay, hold that.
First time ever doing a lift kit for the three of us. These guys have done obviously a hell of a lot more than I have, since they did the front end last night.
You'll catch on in no time, Phil.
Well, I guess I'll just take my coat off and we'll jump in and see what's going on. See where I can help.
Continuing with the Jeep lift project, you get a chance to see the cameraman there actually doing some work for once, so we're kind of happy he can get out from behind the camera every once in a while.
Did you say for once?
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Make me look like I finally do something.
I see a problem. Jeff eating his breakfast.
Yes.
Alright, and one of
Pop-Tarts.
the little issues we ran into, we tried to line up a little pin on the bottom of this side to get this spring leaf in, and figured out, alright, dumbasses, you gotta loosen the other side, otherwise it's not gonna go in for you. So take your glimpse. You probably won't see it often, but there's Phil with a wrench in his hand. Bye.
Alright, here we go. Both leaves are in. Getting them down to torques now. Getting them torqued up and where we need to be. Slap some tires on this bitch, and then we can move on to something else.
Transfer case.
Transfer case or pitman arm, either one.
Transfer case or
Yeah, which
Pitman
one?
arm.
Which one you want to help me with?
I say we go for the transfer case. It's sitting right here because we're gonna have to roll this thing back.
For the pitman arm.
Yeah. This thing's gonna sit tall.
It's gonna be dirty. Dirty stuff.
You treat this like a fucking mom and pop SUV and don't ever get it dirty. I'm gonna be pissed.
We're gonna lower her down now. Got the whole back end all done.
Oh, that fucker hit the ground. It didn't move.
Yeah, I'll stuff it out the door.
He'll get out the door. Boy, she's sitting up good.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
Can't wait to get it. Still got a few things to do. Transfer case spacers, pitman arm.
That's gonna be a bitch.
Yeah, that one's gonna suck.
Oh well.
We'll get her. Alright, so Jeff decided to take a little nap and work the jack.
That's what happens when
Adams.
me up till 4 o'clock in the morning. Let's see.
Adam's working on the transfer case, trying to get the spacer in there for it. Let's see how it. Gotta get those angles right. Nothing. So, trying to get that spacer in there. Trying to get it here. That spacer in there and get her laid out right. Getting her slick.
Oh yeah, I'm getting it.
Sweet.
A little bit of rust up in those holes.
No doubt in my mind.
I got a little bit of rust.
We also had a visitor, Kim, come over. Jeff's wife. Come over to see how bad she's not going to be able to get into the Jeep since it's up 4 more
Why don't we
inches.
video her getting in?
Shut up.
Go ahead, Kim.
We'll get it definitely before. Even if I got to sit out in my driveway watching, waiting for her to get in, I'll get it.
Hey, I'll just drive the van to work one night.
Just leave it.
Yep.
She's got to get in it to go get the kids from school. I tell you what, people, if you're ever working, you got to get a big socket to do the pitman arm. And a big bab. Big ass bar.
Recording. You know he has.
Alright, I'm Phil.
I'm Adam.
We're with the Garage Club. Here's Jeff's Jeep. We finished up late last Saturday. Adam took his lovely wife, 20 years, out of town, so Jeff and I had to finish up. We had
I did all the hard work first.
Bitch.
Though. It was fine.
Yeah,
It was fine.
it was a hard time. They started off with the front end. You guys kind of had a little problem on Friday night getting the front end down right on your first corner.
Well, it took us a while to figure out what we were actually supposed to do. Once we got past we started on the passenger side here. Once we got past that, we actually flew through the driver's side pretty good.
That went all right. There was
Yeah.
a little more to the front end. Than
Yeah,
the back end.
yep. We ended up replacing his sway arm shocks and everything down there, all the shocks on both sides, springs, and then gave him the nice little 4-inch lift, Jeff.
4-inch lift.
4-inch lift. And it, like I said, after we got past the first side, the trial period, it was pretty easy.
Yeah.
Except for the pitman arm. You guys had that.
The pitman arm, after you left, we had a lot of pressure on that. Had to get a different pulley, and then we had to get some heat to it. We had to borrow a torch from a buddy of yours after you left, and put some heat to it, put some more pressure to it, and it finally popped. So always remember, if you're not getting the pitman arm off and you got a lot of pressure on it, put some heat to it, make sure it gets white hot, not red hot, and it'll finally pop, and it came right off. It slid right off onto the floor for Jeff. And the new one, make sure you got the spline clean and you put it back on, and it was awesome. It went really good.
Well, if Alex brings the camera down, he can show underneath there what all we did replace. Let's see, down here, the new springs from Rocky. Where'd you get these, Jeff?
Rough country.
Rough Country. You got the new springs, the new shock over here, new sway bars,
Links.
new links, which gave him the nice little 4-inch lift. Looks pretty good on here.
And the pitman arm here is all brand new down here. It's down here, and this is the nut. And getting the spline off. The nut wasn't that bad. It was getting the spline off the actual Pitman arm, which we actually have the old one here, the big difference, it does not want to come off. You gotta have heat to do it.
Patience.
And patience, yes. Definitely patience.
I would recommend air powered tools if you guys have them. We did everything by hand, which probably added an extra 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah. So when I finally got over here Saturday, they were working on the back end. They were on this side, on the passenger side, and they were actually kind of having a little bit of trouble getting it lined up.
You have to align the bottom plates. There's a pin in that, and then there's a hole on top of the axle that you have to line all that up before you can tighten down the new U-bolts. And that is definitely at least a 2-man job, at least.
Right. So we finally decided loosen up the driver's side, and it all just fell right into place. And then you just kind of snug things up, put it all together, tighten it up. You definitely make sure you torque it down, which we actually did today.
After a week, went through and retorqued everything down, and everything was pretty good.
The Pitman arm was actually loose. Was a little loose.
Huh.
That's 170 to 230 foot-pounds of torque, and we agree with that. We cranked it 150. I cranked it pretty good that night. And then today, after I think it's about 360 miles plus is what's been put on the Jeep, retorque everything down. Definitely retorque everything. Before Adam and his lovely bride left, they did do the spacers on the transfer case.
Yep.
Which is real easy.
Really simple. 3 bolts, both sides. Drop one side down, get it to be loose, and the other side, take the bolts pretty much all the way out, slap the new one in. Just got to make sure you got everything blocked up, you got a good floor jack, make sure you trust it, don't use something sketchy, because you are under there. So be a little careful.
And nice ride. I mean, it's a Jeep. It's stiff. The original reason why this was done is because the rear leaf springs were actually
Bowed the wrong way.
Yes.
They were pretty much gone.
You shift gears and it rubbed. It was rubbing on the fenders, and obviously
It was rode hard and put away wet one too many times before Jeff got it, but it's a lot better now.
definitely. So today retorquing, Adam, you took it for a drive. How'd you like it?
I like it. I'm used to the newer trucks, so I got a little bit of pussy in me where I'm used to the nice ride, but this is definitely a nice Jeep.
And I like to drive. It was pretty cool. I'm used to Alex's truck, which is a big monster, and you got to wheel the thing. There it is right there.
That'll be our next project when we replace the emergency brake on that and put your new radio. Other than that, you're pretty much good to go.
Yes, he's having fun with that one. But other than that, it was a good project for us, and I had a good time.
Oh, yeah.
It was fun. All right, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you later.